Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Danya. Let's take a look at the top stories first. About 4 to 5 kilometer long stretch of Imphal-Jiribam highway on both sides of Makru Bridge lie in pools of mud. And good children can be molded if the guidelines of the child rights are strictly followed, says A. Navachandra, chairperson of MCPCR. The news in detail. Anticipating that the 4 to 5 kilometer long stretch of the Imphal-Jiri road on both sides of the Makru Bridge would be under water when the Tipaimukh project is commissioned, the Border Road Task Force did not work on improvement of this stretch, leaving it in pools of mud all along. The condition of the road is inexplicably so horrible. Though a revised detailed project report has been sent to the Union Ministry of Surface Transport by the BRTF to improve the stretch of the road, no sanction has been issued so far. Therefore, the BRTF has not been able to work on the stretch of the road, officials told a team of Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur PPCM. Our staff reporter Nabakumar reported that the team of PPCM went on a 3-day inspection tour on the highway since October 14 to 17. The 42-member team led by the convener of the committee, Johnson Elangbam, comprising representatives of various civil society organizations, closely inspected the worst portions of the highway. The team found about 4 to 5 kilometer stretch of the highway on both sides of Makru Bridge as the worst. All kinds of vehicles get stuck in the mud in these pools of mud. Landslides occur the most in this particular portion. Not a single laborer of the BRO or BRTF was found working. Convener Johnson expressed his views in this regard.
Landslide
A truck driver who has been traversing the highway for more than 10 years said, The PPCM team met with the BRTF officials and talked about the present condition of the highway. 2 delegates of the team led by Johnson Elangbam met the officials of the 765 BRTF at its office at Uchathol, Jiribam and inquired why the improvement work was not done. The BRTF officials said the work order for improvement of the highway in Makru area in 1998. The BRTF officials of that time had started working. But as there was a report that the Makru Bridge would be submerged underwater when the Tipaimukh project starts functioning, the work was stopped. Thus, the stretch of the highway near Makru Bridge was left out of the improvement work. However, in 2008, the BRTF had sent a revised detailed project report to the Union Ministry of Surface Transport to allocate 10 crore rupees fund for the improvement work of the same stretch. But till now, the ministry has not released any sanction order. If the central government does not release funds, the BRTF cannot do the work. Yet the stretch of the highway from Makru to Imphal would be completed by next March, a BRTF official said. Johnson Elangbam expressed displeasure over the silence of the BRTF, saying that the officials of the BRTF have not made this known to the people of Manipur all these years. He contended that the highway is still in very poor condition.
2014 sanction ji pi de na lai ha phan le de bani na maram oidana siji maku bhau ki portion haji ki maku gi khai phata portion ji sem ngam de aduna mana hoji na pressure kana to wiraga su haji ki portion je central government na union ministry na haji ki paisa su pi draga di madu sing tawu ngam moi aduna mangon da madu pi afuni leite aduga atop portion beyond that adagina up to Imphal bhau ki portion di under ki laiba March thar se sigi mamang before koi February sida makoi up to black topping highway commitment
Convener of National Highway Development Committee PPCM Somorendro said the central government had set time repeatedly for completion of the improvement work of this highway. But till today the work has not completed at all. Why the central government has not sanctioned funds for the work remains a mystery. It is highly suspicious if there is a hidden agenda behind this, he said.
नुंग करी वखलो लेबिजानो अदुगा मसी तौनिंग दबगी यदि करी मखोय द फीलिंग लेबिजानो हाइबदु मसी खोय मनपुर पीपल ना यूनियन गोम द हंगबा मसंगब्रा
Chairperson of Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights, A. Nabachandra, has categorically said that good children could be molded if the guidelines of the child rights are strictly followed by the authority concerned. He said this at the one-day sensitization program on Rights of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 organized by the Commission at Manipur Press Club today. As part of the program, many resource persons presented their papers on various topics. Group discussion and interaction program were also held during the program. Talking to the ISTV News, Chairperson Nabachandra said, people are not fully aware of the mandatory rights of the children in the society. He further said, the main objective of organizing the program is to impart knowledge to the authority concerned and the parents about the child rights. If the guidelines of the child rights are followed by the authority concerned and compulsory education is provided to the children, it will help a lot in producing good children, he affirmed.
Management Development Committee lady bu mayam masida ek ta piri pha provisions da isi yawga da vi ga phajana pocket pina sangjal labati or matu anang singi education mari le basida e na over kanese education na pin tawn si pa ko
Adong koi phambiyo ai sak thong laga lake
Thagachari cha tha taruk suri jum ki chak cha daba sir chak banbada ai di chak lamsil lakle ai di yung gi chana thongba yam ningsing lakle asengba chana thongba sambarsu yung ningsing lakle sir
Laubiyu mahau khudimaki asemba magul nalpa mashala lamgi mahau lamdam sida.
In today's national and international news, India will hold counter-terrorism exercises with China despite a recent face-off on their disputed border, officials said, in a sign the two governments want to manage their deep differences. India, which under Prime Minister Narendra Modi has struck an assertive national security posture, also agreed to China's request to move next month's exercises away from the border with Pakistan, with which China shares a close relationship. The maneuvers will come just weeks after thousands of Indian and Chinese soldiers confronted each other on their de facto border in the western Himalayas, accusing each other of building roads and observation posts in disputed territory. Union Minister of State for Home Kiren Rijiju met representatives from Northeast groups today. There has been a huge outcry from the community for being targeted. 3 people were arrested yesterday in connection with the attack on 2 young men from Nagaland in Gurgaon. Police have called it a case of ethnic discrimination and hooliganism. Earlier this week, another student from Mizoram was targeted in Bangalore for not speaking Kannada. Reacting to the incident, the minister said, wherever incidents are happening against the northeastern people, whether in Bangalore or in Delhi, we are leaving no stone unturned to book the culprit for hate crime. The minister also said after the meeting that arrangements are being made for a separate helpline to register reports of crime and deal with them promptly for the northeast community. The minister also said that the police force was being specially trained to be sensitive to such cases and take prompt action. The special court today issued the order for release of AIADMK Supremo J. Jayalalitha from jail in accordance with the Supreme Court order granting her bail in the disproportionate assets case. The release order by Special Judge John Michael Dakuna came after a bond for ₹2 crore was furnished and surety of assets offered. Copy of the Supreme Court order was also produced before the court by Jayalalitha's lawyers. Jayalalitha's close aide Shashikala and her relatives Sudhakaran and Ilavarashi also fulfilled similar conditions. Myanmar plans to set up a central counter-terrorism body, a first of its kind in the country, before the Asian Summit mid-next month. 9 working committees will focus on specific areas such as chemical attacks, combating terrorism financing, and gateway security. Myanmar has experienced attacks from domestic insurgents but has yet to encounter any violence from foreign terror organizations. However, just last month, Al-Qaeda announced plans to set up base in countries like Myanmar and Bangladesh. Myanmar police have arrested 3 people said to be members of the Rohingya Solidarity Organization (RSO) on suspicions of associating with international terror groups. While Myanmar admits that its security officers may not be experienced in the field of anti-terrorism because of decades of isolation, it is hoping that by working with international organizations such as Interpol, its officers would be able to develop new knowledge and apply their skills when needed. The leaders of Japan and China are likely to meet for the first time next month on the sidelines of a regional summit in Beijing, shaking hands in a carefully negotiated display of goodwill that Japanese officials say they hope will lower tensions between the two estranged Asian powers. The officials, who spoke on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitive nature of the negotiations, said the hoped for meeting between Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and his Chinese counterpart President Xi Jinping had been months in the making and involved behind-the-scenes diplomatic efforts by both nations. An American photojournalist who was arrested in Hong Kong for standing on a car while covering clashes between pro-democracy protesters and police there was bailed today. Getty Images agency photographer Paula Bronstein was arrested last night amid confrontations between police and demonstrators. More than 4,500 people have died in the deadly Ebola outbreak that began in West Africa at the beginning of the year, fresh World Health Organization figures showed yesterday. The UN Health Agency said that 4,555 people had died from Ebola out of a total of 9,216 cases registered in 7 countries as of October 14. A toll dated just 2 days earlier had put the death toll at 4,493 out of 8,997 cases. Today's announcement came as Western countries scramble to ward off a feared global spread of Ebola, one of the deadliest viruses known to man. And now let's take a look at the top stories once again. About 4 to 5 kilometer long stretch of Imphal-Jiribam highway on both sides of Makru Bridge lie in pools of mud. And good children can be molded if the guidelines of the child rights are strictly followed, says A. Navachandra, chairperson of MCPCR. Thanks for joining us, and for more news updates, please stay tuned.